Hi, this is Ann Noble with Vessel, Urns for a Life Well Lived. You know, cremation is a really ancient practice, and it's generally believed that it started about 3000 BC. But there's an individual known only as Mungo Man who turned that idea upside down. He was discovered, or his remains were discovered by a gentleman named Jim Bowler from the University of Melbourne in 1974. And the remains were found in the Willandra Lakes district in Australia. And the reason that we believe that Mungo Man was cremated is because of the process that is evident in the remains. The remains were burned, then they were crushed, they were burned again and treated with ochre from a pigment from the surrounding sources. So this was clearly an important memorial ceremony. It wasn't just a disposal of the remains. There was importance, there was a process, there was a ritual and a ceremony involved. So 42-some thousand years ago, Mungo Man was who we believe the first guy to be cremated. So cremation has been a very common practice. Actually, the standard practice for pre-Christians, Greeks and Romans cremated, and we still have remains and evidence of that today in beautiful urns and so forth in catacombs. And in Judaism, Islam, and Christianity, of course, burial has always been the tradition in keeping with religious and biblical traditions. That started to change. Actually, it was really marked by the Pope's sanctioning cremation in 1963. And that did, at least in the Western world, certainly begin a trend toward change. In the 60s, cremation was accounted for about 3% of deaths and 3 to 4% of deaths in the United States. And today, almost 50% of deaths, people are cremated in the United States. Now, there's a lot of reasons for that, and primarily many people look immediately to economics and so forth, and that is a big reason, but it isn't the only reason. There are a lot of considerations. Just the simplicity of cremation is an appealing aspect in our fast-paced, transient society today. And there are still spiritual beliefs connected with cremation as well. And I think the memorial options that are so vast today with cremation is really one of the main reasons, because it's really endless. Cremation can be anything from a simple burial or scattering of ashes in the sea or the air to internment or display and keeping them in the home or temple, or to even sending a portion of remains into orbit around the Earth for those who really love space travel and astronomy. So there really are endless options with cremation. I hope you'll enjoy the selections at our site, Vessel, Urns for a Life Well Lived.